Welcome back to Combat Sports Weekly. Joining us now is a very popular Albuquerque mixed martial artist fighting out of Jackson's MMA, Conrad Padilla. Welcome.
How's it going, guys? Thank you.
Pretty good. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, we'll jump right into it. April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Sparta League. MMA, I believe it's the name of the promotion. You'll be fighting on an Army versus Marines event. So tell us about it.
Yeah, well, it's Army versus Marines. They actually have a kid out of South Dakota for me, but he's actually fighting in honor of one of his friends. And a portion of the proceeds are going to go to Wounded Warrior Project. So,
Beautiful.
Everybody get patriotic, come out and support. It's, awesome. And we got a big stadium to fill, so why not?
Yeah, it's Santa Ana Star Center. So
Star
Clayton
Center.
Wimmer is your opponent. You don't know a whole lot about him. All you know is he's very tall.
He's just tall. He's 6'3", so he's about 6-7 inches taller than me, which my wife got a pretty good kick out of that once she heard that. But hey, it should play right into my game plan perfectly. So he'll be okay.
Yeah. Tell us about the honor that it is fighting on the card. You were, of course, a former member of the military as well.
Right. Yeah, I did 4 years right out of high school in the United States Army. Got to go to airborne school. I had my dad sign the waiver. I was 17. And actually 17 the day I graduated from basic training, because I was that hard charging that I wanted to get out of here and go see the world. So I had my dad sign the waiver, and I turned 18 a day after graduation, and stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina for 2 years.
Cool.
Was it 15 airborne jumps, and then I got reassigned to Korea, where I was stationed on the DMZ, and then I got reassigned down to Seoul, where I met my future wife, Patsy Beatty from Austin, Texas. So that's it.
That's great. And I guess about the military, what did you actually learn that was it an easy transition because of the mindset that they put you through to jump into MMA? What ultimately led you to go into MMA?
What led me to go into MMA was just to get a healthier lifestyle. Really, is what it was. I mean, anybody who's seen my past interviews knows that I was pretty overweight when I first started. But what transitions good is that the discipline. Like, hey, be on time for practice, which I know sometimes I run a little late and everyone gives me a hard time for it. They're like, oh, Conrad's main event, so he's going to show up 20 minutes late to every practice now. But no, just the determination, just being strict with myself. And then what I love about going to the gym is the camaraderie. I mean, everybody has a great time. Like, oh, Conrad has a fight. Everyone help him. Demasio has a fight. Jody has a fight. Holly has a fight. So we're all in there. We're backing each other up and we're pushing each other.
Yeah.
And once you know that once everyone knows that you have a fight coming up, you almost got a target on your back at the gym. Everyone's going to push you to the fullest every round.
I know that.
A teammate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I took Conrad down
She took me
last
down.
week.
No lie.
Just so you guys know. Growing up in Albuquerque, I know that I know that means a lot to me as a fighter as well. But did you grow up here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Born and raised right here in Albuquerque.
And fighting here, and
just fighting here, scrapping with the bros, with the Highland, so
Watch out.
Everybody has, a little, fisticuffs over there, and just the mentality here is, everyone's tough, but we're still soft on the inside too. Everyone still has a nice side, so I don't care, what part of town you grew up in, everyone's still rough and rowdy, but still humble.
What was that spot, that place where people would throw down when you went to Highland? And at Rio Grande, it was Tom T, man. What was it for you guys?
A swimming pool, South Eubank, you know what I mean? The Highland pool. But, everybody got along. I mean, it was a blast. I mean, we all had our fights. I fought a lot more at Smith's on Lomas and San Pedro where I worked. But, that was just the mentality. Everyone's ready to scrap, at the drop of a hat. And, but you know what, man, I would not want to grow up anywhere else other than Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So.
How excited are you to fight here in Albuquerque, as not on the side of the street, but as a professional?
It's always an honor to be able to fight here at home, but it's a lot more pressure fighting here at home because everybody's coming out. Oh, you better win. Oh, are you ready? Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm doing everything I can to be ready for the fight, and of course everybody wants to win their fights, but I mean, I want to fight the toughest guys. This kid's undefeated, so that's cool. I'm happy about that, and if he's gonna push me, we can go all 3 rounds, or I can finish in the first round, either one. I just love the sport. I love doing it, and it's keeping me young and healthy.
And you yourself, you have a pretty good record. You're 5-1. So ultimately,
5-1.
I mean, how long are you hoping to do this? There were, I think, some thoughts that you had maybe a year ago with, really want to keep being a pro? Or
well, the problem with that was that I was only fighting once a year, and when a fighter stays idle like that, you know, our brains start, you know, we start thinking, which is dangerous. That's the bad part, you know. And when, you know, and being, you know, fighting once a year is not really good for a fighter, and that's why I kept thinking, like, all right, I'm just gonna hang it up. I can't find anything, you know. So, but now that I got this fight April 3rd, I have a potential fight May 15th in Fort Hood, Texas. So the more active I am, the more motivated I am. You know, it's those long breaks. That's when it starts to mess with you mentally. So.
Can you relate to a lot of that, of the
Absolutely.
idle time?
Yeah, of course. Because it takes so much time to train, and it's so much energy. So you think about, well, if I'm not fighting, then I need to put this energy into something else. Which you even work as a barber. You don't. It's not that you're a full-time fighter. You have a business, you know, and
Hey, check those guys out.
Yeah.
That's my cousin, actually.
Is it?
You know, so
how difficult is it to maintain that? I guess both.
It's tough. It's a fine balance. You know, I got to deal with customers, you know, and I do my best to try to make them happy as well. That's why I started doing appointments Tuesday through Thursdays, but no one really pays attention to that. But I just tell them, as long as you guys are getting your haircuts at my shop, I'm happy. You know, it doesn't have to be with me. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt if you sit with somebody else. Yeah. Right. As long as you're coming to my shop and you're hanging out and, you know, patronizing the shop, or not patronizing, but what's the correct word I'm saying? As long as you're spending money at my barbershop, you know, come to my barbershop. That's, you know, that's it.
How did you end up at Jackson's? Because there are a lot of guys, you know, obviously a lot of imports, if you will, that aren't from Albuquerque, but there is a solid group of people that were born, went to high school here, and raised here. So how did you end up there?
I ended up there. A good friend of mine, Greg Richardson, actually started taking me in on Sundays. I had a little argument with somebody on the phone, and I called him up and I said, hey man, something might happen, you know, and he's like, well, I'm gonna take you to Jackson's and I'll teach you enough in case you need to, you know, just to get by. And I got bit by the bug. I met Greg Jackson, and Greg took a liking to me for some reason.
We're still trying to figure it out. We're not sure why, but
that's what he is, you know. But I told him, I said, you know what, sir, I just opened up a barbershop. I'm not making a lot of money right now. And he just told me, just give me what you can afford. He's like, if all you can do is give me $50, $10, $5, or give me a handshake. Well, the haircuts didn't start for 3 years after that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, now he's going to the shop, so you know, we're doing a nice trade. But before, he was just like, you know, hey, if all you can do is just give me a handshake and a thank you, I'll take that as payment. And, I mean, that just shows what kind of guy Greg is.
Yeah, and again, it starts April 3rd. Clayton Wimmer, Conrad Padilla, 5-1 record.
Yes, sir.
San Antonio Star Center. Make sure you guys check out, you know, our Facebook, his Facebook. I'm sure you'd be selling tickets.
I'm selling tickets at the barbershop. Come by. If not, they got the promo code. Punch in Padilla in all caps, and that way I get credit for the sale. You know what I mean? So, but if not, you know, come by. I got great seats. I got. It's going to be a great event. It's for a good cause. It's for Wounded Warrior. My buddy Ryan Barlow, rest in peace. You know, we don't know what those guys go through, so it's pretty deep. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
but anyway.
Best of luck, man. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Right. So make sure you guys catch us around the loop. We'll be at the round table.
Yeah.